Victoria X here with thehealthyhue.com. And so I just got off a powerful team training tonight, and I wanted to do this live while I was in with my blood flowing, while I was feeling the impacts of being connected with wonderful people and having awesome conversations. So tonight we were just having really, I don't want to say a heart to heart. So it was a training mixed with a heart to heart, right? You know how you get in those conversations. You be like, "I ain't gonna make me cry today." We had one of those kind of conversations today. And it made me realize just how spoiled we've truly become, right? We literally have access to so much information at the tips of our fingertips. We can get on a computer, we can get on our cell phones, our iPads, whatever device you have, and we can find any information that we want, right? If we want to start a business, if you don't have the money right now, YouTube is completely free, right? And so when I was thinking about this, I joined my company. I attempted to join my company maybe like 2015. And back then it was really all about the hustle and figuring it out on your own. Really, you can get on a call to get some motivation. I don't want to completely say or negate the leaders at that time as far as what they did provide as far as steps. But it was nothing like what we have access to today, right? And then versus now, because I understand the struggle, I appreciate every single thing that the leaders in our company do, right? All of the trainings, all of the meetings, all of the launch calls. And so I think that because we are in the information age, we have access to social media, we've become extremely lazy and inappreciative of our current position. Because 10, 15 years ago, even 20 years ago, the same people that are successful today and were able to build empires didn't have access to no social media. They couldn't hop on a live and get access to 1,000 people at a time. They couldn't post no video on YouTube and get access to 1,000 of views at a time. However, we have that access today, but we don't want to do nothing with it. We want somebody to come hold our hand and tell us what to do, what to say, how to say it. What did they have? They had their own willpower, they had their own ingenuity, and they had their own will to push and make it through. Do you understand how powerful the access we have is today? You can go on YouTube and just about learn, and you can learn how to unclog your toilet on YouTube. That is just the range of availability that we have, but we don't want to do no work. I was on my team training, and I was saying how sometimes when you're born into excellence, you can't fathom or understand the struggle. You can't understand the struggle that were not born into. That's the problem that some people have when they build. Yes, baby. I'll give you an apple in a second. Can you give me a minute? Okay. Tell Amira to come get your apple, please. Just like some of these parents, when they have, they build this extravagant life for their children, but they don't make them do any work within that life. And so then they have to have that conversation of, when I was coming up, we didn't have X, Y, and Z. When I was coming up, we had to struggle in the streets. And so now that we're in position to basically do anything that we want to do for free, we still find somebody else to blame why we ain't did it. Like, you can literally go on YouTube and figure out how to sew your own clothes. I know some dope seamstresses right now to this day that have built excellent businesses sewing clothes, providing clothes for other people. And I asked them, "Oh, so what did you do? What class did you take?" You know what they say? YouTube. They built businesses off of looking at free information on YouTube that we all have access to. And instead of getting that access and instead of doing the work, because it is work, because you got to sift through everybody that's trying to provide you information. And sometimes you don't need all the information they're providing. So you might get through a 30-minute video. You might get through 30-minute videos and realize, dang, I didn't even need to watch 25 minutes of that. But guess what? That last 5 minutes, you needed it. But because you let your ego stop you at 15 minutes, you missed the whole thing that you was on that video to watch. We have too much access to be sitting in our mediocrity. Y'all, come with me. Mediocrity. Come on, type it in the comments. Y'all know I can't say the word right. But we just sit in not knowing. We sit and not doing. And we find everyone that we could touch to place blame on. So that's what we're talking about tonight. And I want to encourage somebody. Guess what? This is a blessing. This time where we are literally stuck in our houses, if you're not an essential worker, we're stuck in our houses. We've prayed so long for a moment, a pause, a break in our schedule where we can work on our dreams, right? And now that we've got this opportunity to do just that, we're still not doing it. So let's take this time. Let's get on YouTube. There's something that you've been wanting to do for years. There's something that you wanted to accomplish for years, and you've been working 2 jobs, and you've been working on the weekends. You done picked up a 3rd job so that you can get more money into the household, and now you can't work 1, 2, or 3. But you've been praying for years for a break. You've been praying for years for a pause. This is your pause. It didn't come in the most ideal time. You didn't get no vacation time. You didn't get no paid time off. But guess what? It is a pause. The pause that you have been asking for. Go on YouTube. Figure it out. And if you got to drop a couple dollars to beat the curve, drop a couple dollars for someone to train you so that you don't have to watch that 30-minute video and not benefit from 25 minutes of it. That's what training is all about. You are paying somebody else for access to their experience. If somebody's been in the business for 10 years and you just now coming into the business and you don't have the patience to do the work every single day and make the errors, pay them for their service. We get on the internet every day and we applaud the service people that go across and fight on our behalf, but we do not appreciate our mentors and our leaders enough because we want to nickel and dime them on their own prices when they served for this. They sacrificed for this. They went through trial shifts. Some people lost their homes. Some people went days without eating so that they can get the lessons to give to you. And you don't believe that they deserve top dollar for that? If they can save you 5 minutes of mistakes, that's worth paying them what is owed. So I think that let's do some more work during this time of pause. During this time of pause. During this time of pause. Let's figure out what we've really been asking for all of these years. And if we got to spend the extra time to be on YouTube all day to figure it out, let's do that. Let's do that. We don't got nothing else to be doing right now. Yes, pray. Yes, we meditate. Yes, we read and feed our mentals. But let's also do something so that when we come up out of this, we're going to be 10 times better than when we came in it. Because a lot of us, we came into this thinking that we was the top employee at our job. I'm making $100,000 a year. You know, I'm secure. And whoops, Corona showed up. COVID-19 showed up and showed you just how valuable your job thinks you are. Furlough. Oh, fired. Oh, can't support you. I'm not saying don't go back to your job, but I'm saying realize just how fickle it is. Realize just how much control you don't have. And build something of your own. So that's just what I wanted to share with y'all. Because a lot of times we ask these questions of other people once we start actually doing the work, we'll realize that that's not the question that we really had. Because work reveals the real questions. So I just wanted to leave y'all with this. I wanted to get this in your ear while I'm on this energy from our team training. And I pray that this resonated with somebody that's been looking for something for a long time, with somebody that's been sitting in this quarantine, not knowing what to do and how to figure out how to do it. And I pray that, you come out of this stronger than what you came into it. So I'm tired. I'm about to go make some dinner, and I will speak to you all later. If this is on Facebook, Go ahead and like a couple posts so you can see my posts when I post them. If this is on Instagram, go ahead and hit follow and turn on the notifications, because y'all know Instagram be tripping and hating. So make sure you get notified when I post. And if this is on YouTube, hit the red subscribe button and hit that bell so when I post, you'll see it. Peace, family. Sister Victoria X.